Sports Center.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Browns come away with a decisive 10-point win. The Eagles won this contest, but will stay at the second place in the NFC East. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Chiefs win their 10th game of the season. Rashawn Woods had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Zach Bronson will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 2 years, $2.4 million.
Saints, Panthers. Stephen Davis
is just shy of the midfield stripe and takes the quick handoff with a spin. They're fooled! Nobody was deep on the left side. 10, the 5, touchdown.
The Panthers win this one by the final score of 14-13. The incomparable Jerry Rice had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Raiders beat the Jaguars. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them. But we're going to start right here. Sheldon Brown is arguably the biggest name on this list. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the season. On to the serious news of the week. Travion Smith had to be placed on injured reserve, so he'll be on the sidelines for the rest of the year. Just a key blow to the heart of this defense. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Right on the Mississippi River in St. Louis, we had the Rams edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. Dolphins, Ravens. Ron Johnson
is ready at the 31-yard line. Play gets underway. Close coverage. Oh, now with a beautiful move gets open, and it's a 6 spot.
The Ravens go on to win this by the final score of 38-24. Over in Raljean, Maryland, we had the Redskins lose by 6 points. The Packers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Chicago. The Titans lost at home in their final game of the year. Cowboys, Giants. Quincy Carter,
calling signals at his own 40-yard line, rolls, then fires a slant. Look at him go. He could go all the way. 60-yard score.
The Cowboys win this one by the final score of 17-14. The Bills won this contest, but will stay at the first place in the AFC East. Ashley Lilly stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Matt Hasselbeck threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Seahawks beat the Falcons. Buccaneers, Cardinals.
Brad Johnson calls the signals at the 24-yard line. And a quick rollout. Boy, he has some time. What a bullet. Touchdown.
The Buccaneers go on to win this by the final score of 28-22.
All right, Chris, thanks. All right, folks, our playoff picture has now been officially finalized. So let's take a look at it now, shall we? We'll begin with a look at the AFC. And now, checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So there you have it, the regular season now in the books. Time to see which of these 12 teams will emerge as Super Bowl champs. We'll get it started for you on ESPN next weekend. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
And then there were 12, the playoffs, right around the corner, which means it's time for our regular season awards. But first, my primetime players. The final round of game balls go to these Warriors, each with a standout performance in the final game of the regular season. All right, as promised, here's a look at this year's best of the best, our season-ending NFL awards. Dante Culpepper, without a doubt, is going to take home the hardware in this one. You see the numbers on your screen, but numbers really don't tell the whole story. Leadership, work ethic, love of the game, that's what truly makes him stand out. He had, without question, the best year of anyone. Peyton Manning has got to be our choice for Offensive Player of the Year, and you've got to be hard-pressed to find better numbers than that. Obviously, give a lot of credit to the rest of the offense, but this is the guy that was driving the car, so to speak. Adam Archuleta gets the nod as our Defensive Player of the Year, and I'll tell you what, there was no one better at taking quarterbacks and receivers alike completely out of their game. Great season. Ben Roethlisberger comes away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, it's very difficult to come straight from college. He handed the keys to an NFL offense, but he stepped in and did a bang-up job. Watch out. He's only going to get better with age. Sean Taylor is our Defensive Rookie of the Year. It's hard to think of another defensive back the last few years that's come in and made this type of impact. He'll be something special down the road. Fred Taylor ran away with the rushing title this year. Talk about a threat out of the backfield, my friends. Finesse, speed, a surprising amount of power, which he used to bowl over the few who actually managed to lay a finger on him. What a year. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.